Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I am honored to be a part of an amazing collaboration. So today I am doing a breast cancer awareness collaboration. I was asked by my friend Clara Barrera to be a part of this, and I'm so honored and blessed that she asked me. I absolutely love Clara and her channel and everything she stands for. She's an amazing, amazing human being. So she, along with about 19 to 20 other women that I also love and care about, will be linked down below. So please make sure that you go check out everyone's breast cancer awareness video and subscribe, let them know I sent you, show them some love because they deserve it. So I'm really excited to be doing this today. I picked out a few palettes. I picked out my Sugar Crystals palette. I picked out my Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette. And I have my singles like Z palette just for some extras if I need it. And I'm going to be using pretty much everything pink today. Like I have a pink sponge, I have my pink mascara, I'm wearing pink. My shirt is actually perfect because it has lipsticks on it. So I'm ready to get pinkified and to spread awareness about, you know, breast cancer, because it is very important that we all do self-checks and everything. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my personal story while I do my makeup. So I'm going to put on my pink primer. This is from Urban Decay. It is the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. So now I can set that over there. I like to put on my primer before I do my eyes just so I can kind of sit and everything. The only thing I don't have that's pink is my eyeshadow base, but I'm going to use my Cut Crease Canvas, so from Makeup Revolution. I think that's the only thing that's not pink, although I do have a P. Louise base that is pink. And you know what, I need to grab my mirror, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my pink Jeffree Star mirror. Alright, so when I think this was about 5 or 6 years ago, I got home and I felt a lump in my left breast, and it had literally just appeared overnight, and I just happened to notice it. It was very noticeable, and it was kind of soft, so I was freaked out, but I wasn't totally freaked out because it was soft, and I know that, you know, the more dangerous ones they tend to be hard. So I called the doctor and I made an appointment, and I went in that day, and I'm going to go into the Mama Mitchell palette, and I'm going to use the shade Milkshake, which is just like a baby pink. I'm not going to talk too much about, it's all going to be pink, so I'm not going to talk too much about exactly what I'm using. But so I went to the doctor that day, my primary care doctor, and they took a look at me and they were like, okay, you need to go get a mammogram. And you know, and it was scary because it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and it would have been, you know, it's like you have to be a certain age before they will usually recommend or pay for mammograms, like your insurance and everything. So it would have been a long time before I would have I would have had one. So I was like, okay, and I made an appointment, and I went the next day to have a mammogram done. And they came back and they said, well, good news, on the left side, it is just a cyst, like a fluidy cyst. We're not really sure. They had no idea what caused it, but they said, we found something suspicious on your right breast. And I was terrified. I mean, I was just devastated. And so they gave me a pamphlet about the different kinds of, you know, breast cancer cells it could be and everything. And, you know, anything from like stage 1 to stage 4. And it was so scary. And I had no idea what to think. So I scheduled an appointment for the following week to have a biopsy done. And I had to lay flat on a table, face down, and they have like a hole that your face goes into, and they had to remove the entire lump that was in my right breast. And then they had to insert a metal clip, which I have to tell them if I'm having an MRI done, and I have to tell them if I go through, like, you know, I have a card that I can take into the airport. I mean, chances are it's not going to affect a metal detector or anything, but just in case it does, it allows them to know, like, what it is. So I had the biopsy done, and then it took literally, I think, 11 weeks or something crazy like that to get the results back. And I was so mad that it took that long, because the whole time I was freaking out and scared and didn't know what to think. And finally I got the call, and they were like, we need you to come in. And that's never any good. So I went in, and they said, well, you know, the bad news is they were precancerous cells that were, you know, changing to cancerous cells, but the good news is we got it all. So I didn't have to, I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't have to have any, you know, treatment, any chemo, any radiation or anything like that. I didn't have to have a mastectomy or anything like that. And they said, but you're gonna have to come in and get mammograms once every 6 months for the next 5 years, and then after that you can go to once every year. So that is still to this day what I do. And, you know, I'm so thankful that it wasn't, you know, full-blown cancer, and that I wasn't, I didn't have to go through any of the rigorous, you know, treatments and everything like that. I just went into the Sugar Crystals palette, and I'm using the shade Cotton Candy. It's just like a light shimmery pink for my brow bone. I'm trying to think if I want to do a pink brow or just my normal brow. I think just my normal brow. But that 11-week period was like so stressful. It was like torture. And I can't even imagine, you know, I mean, I can't imagine. I was going to tell you, when I was growing up, my mom, one of her best friends, Carol, she had breast cancer. And unfortunately, she lost her life because of breast cancer. And I remember going to visit her as a child, and I remember just how much pain she was in, and how she just deteriorated like almost overnight. And they didn't catch it until it was already like the late stages. And it was awful. And it was awful for my mom, you know, to have to see her best friend like that. And it was just devastating to her husband, and it was such a loss. And there's so many people in, you know, the world that are affected by breast cancer, and almost every single person I talk to has had some kind of experience just like mine, or just like Carol's, and stuff in between. Like, there's just so many people that are affected by breast cancer, and it is just awful. It's awful. And so, you know, the color for breast cancer awareness is pink, so that's why we're doing a pink look. And looking for something to deepen this look up with a little bit. I just want to deepen it up just a little bit. So when I got asked to be a part of this collaboration, I instantly, without even hesitating, was like, yes, absolutely, because I think it's so important. And I did a breast cancer awareness collab last year with my friend Amanda. I'll link that up here if you want to go check that out. And I usually, when I do them, I tell my story. And I'm just so honored to be a part of this group. And like I said, Clara is such an amazing woman. She is just so sweet, and I love watching her channel. And I'm so honored that she thought of me and asked me to be a part of this. So I will be linking everyone's channels. There's so many people in this collab that I'm friends with, and I think I know pretty much everyone in this collab. And you know, like Debbie, Danielle, Amy from Living in Chrysalis, Kyra from Journey in Beauty, Bree from Pink Purple Red. Like, there are so many people in this collaboration. Stacy from Flawed and Fabulous. There's too many to name that I absolutely love. Nona, Nat, Kailee, like, the list just goes on. So definitely go check them out and subscribe, like I said, and let them know I sent you. So now the question is, light pink on the lid or hot pink on the lid? Okay, I think I'm going to start with a hot pink, and then I'm going to go lighter as we go in. So I'm going to take some glitter glue, and I think I'm also going to use this topper that I got in my BoxyCharm from Ciate, and it's in the shade Cupid. Apparently the sticker came off, but I remember what the shade was called. Oh gosh, this glitter glue, I love it, but it comes out so much, like, at one time, and I don't know, like, no matter what I do, it just, enough for all of us comes out at one time. It's weird. So I'm just gonna pop that all over my lid. I'm not gonna do a cut crease, but I'm gonna do like a faux cut crease. And then I'll do my base off camera, and we'll come up and finish up the face and the lower lash line. But if you have a story about how breast cancer awareness has affected your life and you are comfortable sharing it with us, then please feel free to do so in the comments. I would love to hear, you know, your experiences and everything like that. I'm going to go into the shade Michelle. I used this in my first look that I did with this palette, but it's such a beautiful hot pink metallic. So I'm going to put that here. And then we're going to go in with a lighter shade, probably from the Sugar Crystals palette. Sugar Crystals palette always reminds me of Kyra, who is in this collab, because I know that it was one of the palettes that she had on her wish list. Sometimes if I'm not careful, like, this glitter glue will give my eyelids like folds that are not there normally, and then it will kind of they'll get stuck and it looks funny. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my Sugar Crystals palette, and I think I'm gonna take the shade, how pink is this? That's pretty pink. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Strawberry, which is this shade right here, and then we're gonna go into Cotton Candy for the inner corner, I think. Maybe. Or I might just continue on with, no, I'm gonna go in with Cotton Candy, because it's like a lighter pink than Strawberry. And then Cotton Candy. And I can't decide if I want to use the Ciate Cupid shade or if I want to use one of my Milani eye toppers, because those are gorgeous as well. and I don't know, they have a little bit more sparkle to them maybe. I'm gonna decide while I'm doing my foundation which sparkle I want to go with, because I definitely want this look to be sparkly. Okay, so let me go off camera, do my base really quick, and then I'll be right back to finish up things with you guys. I know it looks crazy right now, but I'll come back looking better. Okay guys, so I'm back and I look a bit different. I decided to just do my face and kind of the rest of my makeup off camera because I want you guys to be able to see all of the ladies' videos, and there are so many of us today that I just thought it would be a good idea. So I'm going to show you what I went in with. So I went in with my NYX Ombre Blush in the shade Codebreaker, which is this beautiful hot pink. I decided not to bronze my face and to kind of leave it pale just so that it's really like, the pink just really stands out. I used my Jeffree Star Nefri highlighter, which is my favorite pink highlighter of all time. I love it so much. And then on the lower lash line, I just did the pink from the Sugar Crystals palette, the hot pink, and then I went in with the shade Insomnia from ColourPop, the gel liner. And then I put, did I do this on camera? No. Okay, I put the Cosmic Meadow Stila, glitter, not glitter and glow. No, and not Stila, Milani Hypnotic Lights. There we go. And then I used the L'Oreal in pink Tremolo. I don't know, it's like a glossy lip color. And then for foundation, I used my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. For my mascara, I used my Big Ego. I used my Essence Brow Pencil. I'm trying to think of what else is on my face. I took the Nefri highlighter and I put that in my inner corner. And then I think that's pretty much it. So for one more finishing touch, I'm going to take the electric, or I keep wanting to call it Electric Daisy, but that's a different shade. I'm going to take the ColourPop gel liner, and I just want to do a little flower on either side. I was going to use the L'Oreal lip color to do the circles with like my nail tool. However, I found out that my L'Oreal thing is a gloss, and that just won't work for doing artwork on the face. I mean, I guess you could, but I just find that it works better if you have like a matte liquid lipstick. And I might take a little bit of this Big Bang from Urban Decay because it's a little bit more pigmented. It's like a deeper pink, because I just want to add a little flower on either side. I think that would be cute. So I was also going to mention the doctors never figured out why I had the lump on the left breast. So it just disappeared on its own after a few days. It was the strangest thing, and they still have no idea what caused it or anything. But if that hadn't come, I would never have had my mammogram, because I was nowhere near. I'm not, like, you have to be a certain age, and they just don't do it unless you're a certain age. So I just wouldn't have had one. I just found a pinkish liquid lipstick that I can use to fill in this flower. It's from Juvia's Place. Any pink liquid lipstick will do though. And I'm just kind of filling it in all around. Just doing little dots all the way around. I wanted to keep this look just very pink, but also very kind of simple. Simple in the sense that just not too much else going on. So there we go. So we have a little pink flower on either side. And yeah, like I said, I tried to use almost all pink products today. So definitely make sure that you do self-checks. Men and women both can get breast cancer, so definitely make sure that you check yourself, and if you feel anything, go to the doctor, get it checked out immediately, because like with my story, finding something early is key, absolutely key. So thank you so much, Clara, for letting me be a part of this collaboration. I'm so honored to be a part of this group. I'm so honored to be Clara's friend. She is such an amazing woman, and I just love her. Her channel will also be, like I said, linked down below with all the amazing other ladies that are in this collaboration. I love every single one of you guys, and thank you so much for doing this. I'm so happy that we got together and we're able to do this to raise awareness and just to bring some positivity to the beauty community. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you have a story, please feel free to share it down below if you feel comfortable. And if you do a breast cancer awareness look and you post it on Instagram, tag me in it, and I will totally repost you to my story, because I would love to just fill my story with, you know, breast cancer awareness looks today. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.